here with Liz, the co-founder of Everpurse, and we're going to talk a little bit about her style, how her personal style has influenced her over the years up to where she is now, leading up to her and her company Everpurse. So, Liz, if you want to start off by telling me a little bit about, what your style was growing up, and if you ever thought that where you'd be today would be where you are when you're thinking about it back then.
Definitely never ever thought that I would be where I am now. I think growing up, the fashion industry was always something that was big and very exciting, but very foreign and other, and you had to be very, very high fashion-y to fit in. And I think it's only been much more recently that I've realized that really being comfortable with yourself, being comfortable with what you're wearing, and really being confident, all is what is most important in terms of feeling really comfortable with your style and having a nice style, presenting yourself really well. So I think that is what has become most important to me. So growing up, that wasn't really, it wasn't clear. I was always striving for something bigger and better, and I think it's only recently that I've realized it's okay to just look and feel your best with who you are.
And kind of, where did the idea of Everpurse start? Like, where were you? Like, where were you thought, oh my gosh, this would be a good idea to make Everpurse? Like, kind of, what was the whole situation?
It really came out of wanting more battery for my phone and knowing that I was always on my phone. I was always texting, always using Google Maps, always driving around. I needed more battery, and I really wanted it in my purse because I loved my purses. I always had a purse with me, and I never ever remembered to bring an extra battery, a charger, a cable. So I really thought if I could just combine these two, then I would always look cute, and I would always have enough battery with me.
Right. So, handbags, as you said, it was one of your favorite accessories, and it's a lot of women's favorite accessories. So when thinking about, what would the purse look like, what kind of style would we go for, like how much input did you, or let me say, how much was the consumers, like, kind of, because I know I saw on Kickstarter you had where some people can choose some of the fabrics and things like that. So how much of that came from the consumers and then from you and your personal style going to what the overall bit?
Well, my original idea was to just put it in some of my favorite bags. And so when we were deciding to launch out and not just do this as a personal project where I made my bags and Everpurses, but make it available to other people, we actually had a focus group. And we sat down a whole bunch of different women. Some of them had really, big jobs that, in the city where they were always, on the train, and some of them were stay-at-home moms, and some of them were older, some of them were younger. And so we sat them all down and said, what do you want? If you were going to buy an Everpurse, what do you want to see? And they said, you know what? I buy so many purses that I don't want to have one purse that's an Everpurse. I want something that I can take it from purse to purse to purse. And then that way I always have the option, I always have a bag that matches my outfit, and I always feel like I don't have to limit my style to make sure that my phone stays charged. So that's when we decided to do more of a pouch. I think down the line we still may move into larger handbags, but for the first step we want to make sure that it's versatile for everyone.
So, because, Everpurse is, pretty technological type of thing. What is your kind of background? Like, is that something that you came from? Did you come up completely with the whole Everpurse system, or was it a whole, like,
it was definitely collaboration. I do not have a background in engineering. I was actually a social worker before I did this.
Okay.
So it was a collaboration between me and my husband. He has always loved engineering and tinkering and working on different, electrical projects. And so he was the first one who put together just off-the-shelf components, something that worked. And he said, now see if you put this in your purse, hide all of the cables, make it just look really seamless and beautiful so that no one knows it's in there, but it works. So it was definitely a team collaboration, and since then we've been asking a lot of experts and getting a lot of information on how to make it something that's really, really powerful. So this is actually our black leather Everpurse. It's one of our most popular. I personally love some of the brighter colors, but I know black is versatile, so everybody loves black. So it's nice and small, and you can see it doesn't really weigh anything.
Oh yeah.
It's nice and light. And this one is actually for my iPhone 5. So all you do is you put it in the pocket, and it starts to charge. And that's all there is to it. And now you can put it on a charging mat and it recharges your Everpurse. It takes about 6 hours overnight, So, you know, as long as you come home, you drop it on the mat, you pick it up in the morning, you can drop it in your larger purse, you can carry it by itself, and you're good to go.
And it's good all day.
It's good all day. It has enough juice to recharge an iPhone twice. Okay. So if you start your day with a full phone and a full Everpurse, then even if you're out, you know, until 3 in the morning, out partying with friends, you should be fine.
That is like so cool. Because like, you wouldn't think that, okay, I'm on the go all the time, I want to make sure my stuff is always plugged up. You're used to, you know, grabbing a cord for your like standard cord that comes with the phone and just plugging it into the computer. And that's like, you can be anywhere, just drop it in there. Like this.
Yep, exactly. You don't even have to think about charging your phone anymore. And then, you know, whenever you're not using your phone, you drop it in there. And so you don't even realize that as long as you're not using your phone, it's charging, and you never ever have to run out of charge.
So, looking, you know, ahead to the future, kind of what are your overall goals with Everpurse?
We definitely want to make sure that it's as accessible to as many women as possible. So beyond these bags, we're looking to working with other handbag designers and manufacturers to get into as many different styles as we can. I would love it if one day you go out to buy a purse and you have the option of a purse with Everpurse or a purse without Everpurse. That's really my dream, to make it that accessible to that many women. So we definitely have a plan over the next couple of years to be able to ramp it up and get it out there in boutiques with other designers and selling ourselves with new designers. So I'm really, really excited about that part.
And how many colors do you have now, and you know, where can everyone go to if they want to get their own Everpurse?
So we actually have a lot of options right now. We've got 4 leather options like this, 4 different colors. We've got 2 croc embossed leather, so don't worry, it's not made out of crocodile, okay, but it's embossed and it's really pretty, beautiful blue, beautiful green. And then we've got 5 different fabric colors for those that prefer not to have leather. So you can buy them on everpurse.com. We are currently in pre-order, but we'll be shipping in March for spring.
And lastly, what would be your advice for any other women out there who's like, they have this idea in their head and they're like, oh, I want to do this, but I don't know where to start, I don't know what to do, but I really want to do this and I really want it to come into fruition. So what would be your kind of advice to them?
I would say do a lot of research. Go online. There's a lot of stuff online about, you know, the industry that you're interested in. Meet other women that have done something similar, even if it's not exactly the same. But women entrepreneurs love to give advice and support to other women entrepreneurs. It's really amazing how many women have reached out to give me lots of support. And then, you know, go for it. Do whatever you can with the least amount of money to see, you know, don't spend the whole bank, but see if you can get some traction before, you know, you go all in. And I think it'd be surprising to see, you know, what kind of ideas you can do for relatively little to start with.
Well, there you guys have it. I want to thank you again, Liz, for agreeing to talk to us and, you know, give us a little insight, you know, how your style played into Everpurse and then more info on Everpurse. So if you guys want to check out more info on Everpurse, you can also go to their website, everpurse.com.
Since, obviously, as you can tell, I'm wearing green lipstick, please. I don't wear